this isn't exactly what you're asking, but my very first meeting in Washington, D.C. was memorable because at that meeting there was a paper on primary bone grafting. And after the paper, it was discussed by Dr. Przansky, who launched into a long discussion of the evils of primary bone grafting. And what impressed me was not the paper or the discussion, neither of which I remember the details of, but the fact that the surgeons tended one by one to get up and leave the meeting rather than listen to this discussion. I thought that was not too good a thing, especially since there were a lot of good points being made that they ought to hear. And from that beginning, I have learned to listen carefully to what my colleagues in other disciplines say, because very often we get misled by working in our own discipline only. One other memorable time, I won't cite any names, but I remember two meetings where plastic surgeons that I know who have never really been an active part of this organization wrote a paper and came to the meeting and presented it, and then got all out of joint because they had their papers provoked discussion from people in other disciplines who sort of took apart their ideas, and they should have been aware of these points of view before they wrote their paper, but they didn't. They weren't in touch. I think this is really what ACPA has done for me over the years. It's kept me in touch with what's going on in speech pathology and in well, otology, and in the days when we were learning about otitis media, and in the areas of, well, I said speech pathology, audiology, knowing what the other disciplines are doing, psychology too.